You can become a change agent. Mothers, we hope you had a great time being celebrated, feted, and pulled around yesterday as you were celebrated by your family. The place was buzzing with one activity. We are celebrating mothers. I walked into a supermarket at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the hottest items were Mother's Day balloons and cards and flowers. Our church was off the chart. The atmosphere was filled with joy as mothers were treated as honored guests, and we heard a powerful and compelling sermon. Lots of people wanted to take pictures with the mothers of various families. Oh, and then there were the crowded restaurants, from the parking lot to the jam-packed dining areas. Kids and their dads went all out to make moms feel special, and they deserve it all. After yesterday is today, and after Mother's Day, life returns to normal. Not so fast. I'm inviting us to do things differently in our homes, starting this week. Today we are going to talk about making home the change center, making you an agent of change, converting your home to a place where families are going to be changed, and from there we can change the world, one home at a time. We are living in a world that has already changed, and in many instances changed for the worse. But all is not lost. I believe we can start a campaign right in our homes that can spread beyond our yards and out into the streets and in schools and on play fields and at workplaces and beyond. Let's call it the Jesus campaign. So where do we start? God has always had a passion for families. He heaped blessings upon more blessings on families over the years. But I want us to see something. When the children of Israel were plowing through the hills and valleys for 40 years, God taught them some important lessons in anticipation of what life should be like once they got into the promised land. Here is something so clear that we could easily miss it. God established the home as the seat of learning about God. God saw this as an organic way to build the society one home at a time. It was mandatory that parents teach their children the commandments God had given the children of Israel. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength. These commandments that I give you today are to be on your hearts. Impress them on your children. Talk about them when you sit at home and when you walk along the road, when you lie down and when you get up. Tie them as symbols on your hands and bind them on your foreheads. Write them on the door frames of your houses and on your gates. Deuteronomy 6 verses 4 to 10. Do you hear, family? Do you hear kids learning about God, not in schools, not through social media or the superficial efforts of pop artists? It begins in the home, and it is deliberate, it is systematic, it is intentional. Why? Why is God saddling people with the boring exercise of teaching kids about the laws of God? What is going to happen to our cell phones, which has become a voice at our dining tables? Families hardly talk among themselves these days. Life in the home has been reduced to forwards and Instagram and internet friends. This is going to make you laugh. But can you remember those times when our parents would read a real Bible story at the dining table, especially around Sunday dinner? God gives us families, and God speaks to families, and He's saying to us, reestablish a practice of reading and talking about the Bible in your home, and not just once a month. This has to be a regular thing, my friend, not just on Christmas mornings, for example, when we read the Christmas story, but at least on a weekly basis and more. Why? What is so important about making our homes be like church? If you think I am suggesting to make your lovely home a local church, then you would have missed the point completely. Let me use another scripture to drive home what I'm saying. Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the guards stand watch in vain. In vain you rise early and stay up late, toiling for food to eat, for he grants sleep to those he loves. Children are a heritage from the Lord, offspring a reward from him. Like arrows in the hands of a warrior are children born in one's youth. Blessed is the man whose quiver is full of them. They will not be put to shame when they contend with their opponents in court. Psalm 127. Can you hear the voice of God in that psalm challenging us? I dare you. I dare you to make me become a part of your family daily life. I dare you. I don't think God speaks like that, mind you, but allow me to make a point. God is saying to us that if we give him that opportunity to be a part of our family, be a part of how we do life daily, if he can be a part of this family dynamic, he says, I will bless your home, your family, and the future of your kids. If you do that, think of the tremendous ways you would be influencing the future, beginning right there in your home. Just imagine your children would eventually be influential in reaching other kids in schools. Mom and dad would be able to reach their co-workers. Churches would be picking up energy because your family, my family, our friends' families will be sharing our Jesus with others. Kids who grow up around profanity and immorality, for example, will experience the freshness of godliness by interacting with your kids who interface with God and the Bible regularly. I see change around you, man. Your kids' friends would soon want their homes to become like your homes. You may never know, but some parents might get to know you and before long will want to come to church with you. The kids from other homes might come to church with your kids and begin to enjoy church. My friends, the possibilities are endless. From your friend Clyde to you, may God bless you.